Have you ever pondered over how much water falls from the sky when it rains? Well, it's a fascinating process, and today we're going to explore it together. Rainfall measurements, though seemingly simple, are a crucial part of our understanding of the world's weather patterns and climate. They help to predict flood risks, manage water resources, and even plan our daily activities. But how does one go about measuring something as elusive as rain? The answer lies in a humble instrument known as the rain gauge. This simple device, essentially a cylinder placed in an open area, collects rain and allows meteorologists to measure the amount of precipitation. The rain gauge's design ensures it captures rain directly without allowing any to splash out or evaporate. The rain that falls into the gauge collects at the bottom, and we measure it in millimeters. Imagine a square meter of ground. The depth of water that would cover it after a rainfall is the measure of that rainfall in millimeters. For instance, if you hear that there was 20 millimeters of rain, it means a square meter of ground got covered with 20 millimeters deep water. But what if it's snowing instead of raining? Good question. In such circumstances, meteorologists use a slightly different tool known as a snow gauge. This device collects the snowfall, which is then melted down to give an equivalent measure of rainfall. Now, it's important to remember that rainfall measurements aren't always about how much water falls from the sky. They also involve understanding where and how this rainfall is distributed. This is where technology steps in. Using radar and satellite imagery, meteorologists can map rainfall patterns over large areas, giving us a more comprehensive view of the world's weather. To sum it all up, we began by understanding the importance of rainfall measurements. They not only help predict weather patterns and flood risks, but also assist in managing water resources. We then delved into the tools of the trade, the rain gauge and the snow gauge. We learned that these simple devices are critical in measuring the amount of rain or snow that falls. Finally, we explored the role of technology in understanding rainfall patterns. Through radar and satellite imagery, we can now map rainfall over large areas, providing a more complete picture of the world's weather. So the next time it rains, remember that there's a lot more to those drops falling from the sky than meets the eye. It's a world of measurements and predictions, tools and technology, all working together to help us understand and navigate our ever-changing weather.